Hello and welcome to all of you Aquarians. This is your monthly horoscope for January of 2020, and for some of you who have a birthday at the very end of the month, happy birthday. Now remember, these are general horoscopes, so take what resonates with you. Very important. Let's delve into this. This is for especially the cardinal signs, a very important month. You're not a cardinal sign, you're a fixed sign, so it's again, in general, not very life-changing for you. But there are some very interesting energies that might be quite important for you as well. Let's break it down. Of course, Saturn, your ancient ruler, Saturn and Pluto are coming together at around about the 12th of the month in your 12th house. What is this all about? This means that you're in a transformation state. That a lot of you Aquarians, and I know it's that you say Aquarius, you know, most people of modern astrology, they're going to say Uranus is a ruler. But in ancient astrology, there's also I take both rulerships basically. Anyway, what it means is you're going through a huge transformation, and it is the biggest parts are done here. The builders have done their work, and the 12th house is a very unconscious house, so it's not very easy to have this Saturn and Pluto there. But in ancient astrology, again, Saturn is in it, what they call in its joy, and that means that Saturn loves to structure, especially like decluttering. I mean, on a metaphorical side, is really happening for you there. And so Saturn and Pluto coming together now is a culmination of months and months of work that you've been doing. When I said the horoscopes, or when I explained the horoscopes in 2019, and the hard work was about how to that unconscious energy that we all have, and that is set to be very important as well in our lives, as initiators, how to structure that and how to deal with that. So very often you see when people have this in a natal chart that they start getting their impulses that come from the unknown, so to speak, the unconscious, that they get them there under control. So little addictions, big addictions for a lot of Aquarians. This has been a time of mastering them. And that's of course a good thing. Is it easy? Of course not. So the good news is now that Jupiter, it's been there already from December, but that Jupiter is now conjoining with the South Node. And that means karma. And this is a positive aspect. So last year it was Saturn with the South Node, which is about restrictions and discipline, and it's hard to let go of something that you think that you need. Again, in addiction, it can be a person as well, you know, a person, a substance, or whatever it is. There is a lot of, I've seen it a lot with Aquarians, especially the rising sign of Aquarius, having all this energy in the 12th house of mastering an addiction, mastering something that is undermining them. And of course, the North Node is in your opposite house of your health, your physical health, but also your mental health. And we're going to have an eclipse there as well. On the 10th, there is an eclipse with the moon. So the moon and the North Node are in your 6th house. So again, this shows that there is not only this is the house of health, but also of work, but that there's an opportunity for something new. There is an opportunity for something that is better, that breaks the routine. And especially when you feel like your work has been in a rut or anything like that, there is an opportunity for newness here. And there is an opportunity that your new lifestyle, you're getting there. And you have started it and it continues. And you have let go of the old habits that were not so good for you. So it's a very, you could say, it's in a placement of your chart that is a bit hidden. So a lot of people who don't know you might not even know that this is happening, that this is going on. But it's always good to have the North Node in your 6th house when it comes to improving your health, improving your work. So for some of you who have no job, who want a job, there is a huge opportunity here with the moon and the, you know, with that eclipse happening in your 6th house. And for those of you who finally, you can finally see now the fruits of the efforts, if you have been, as I said, battling some sort of something or someone that had power over you, or that had, or not really power over you, but that an unhealthy way of escaping. It's more something like that I want to say, which is very Neptunian, of course. Speaking of Neptune, there is another thing which is a bit lighter, that is happening as well, and that is Mars in a square to Venus. And Venus is in your sign still, in Aquarius, that is, for a big deal of the month. So up until the 14th, so the half of the month, Venus is in your sign. So that is a bit the same as I said in last month. So that means very nice to enjoy yourself, very nice to have I don't know, a spa, or to improve something about your looks, or feeling good about yourself. Comes very natural with Venus in your 1st house, so keep on enjoying that. It's good for love as well, to attract more people into your life. But then Venus shifts on the 14th into Pisces, and it's going to conjoin with Neptune, square with Mars. And what is that all about? That is about your value, and this is a very romantic energy. And this could happen in the friend zone. So Mars in your 11th house, so you could be having a friend who's very, you know, active, and but at the same time, you're enjoying yourself, and you're enjoying this connection with a friend that you have. If you are single, there might come a bit more than just friendship there. But this can give you a boost of your self-worth, because Venus is in the 2nd and with Neptune. So this could also, a pitfall is a bit that like buying too much clothes, or too expensive or whatever. So mind you for that. But all in all, this is at the very end of the month, and this is not gonna make or break your month. But if it has been a long time, if you had a bit of romance there is energy there possible. And but remember that don't spend too much, basically. That's it. Having said that, I think it's a very interesting month for you, a very beautiful month. It can be a very spiritual one as well. And you know, releasing old karma and old habits that are no longer suiting you. And you know, the blind spots are becoming very clear now. And that makes you stronger. And so thank you very much for listening. I also want to take some seconds here to thank you for, you know, the whole year of Aquarians that have subscribed, that have watched my videos, that have liked it or commented it. It's very, very warm and very, very nice to that my channel is still growing, and it's growing slowly but surely, and I really, really appreciate that. I'm really, really grateful for that. So keep on watching and keep on supporting, and thanks again for your time. Have a very good month. Bye bye.